Alrighty, howdy, howdy. Y'all give me a little thumbs up if you can hear me. And we'll get the other live stream set up. Let's see if y'all can see this. We'll be doing a little demo really quick over here. And let me put a link for Facebook when people start popping in from Facebook. On YouTube, you're going to have a comment linked at the top. And we're going to be over on Whatnot. We're going to be giving away microgreen seeds every 10 minutes. Might be more than that. Might be every 5 minutes. And we'll be doing demos all night over there. We'll also be doing giveaways on the adapters. So we're going to start right off with one because I forgot who it was. I'll have to go back and check. Let me check my messages. Somebody did a bless the chat, which is they buy it like a free giveaway for everyone else. And I had forgot to run it. Let me check my... So y'all settle in and let me know who wants to garden. Put me in the chat. I know it's cold for a lot of y'all. Believe it or not, we're in Florida. We're going to be over 80 the next 2 days, and then we're going to go back down. Let me see if I can find it. I have to go back and check all my messages. And I can't find it. I get hundreds of messages. All right, I can't find it. So let's see who's here. Me. Kenneth, how are you doing? Hey, cool. So you can hear? All right, we're going to get started. This is for people who can't garden, who you can put down. We're going to be doing this on Whatnot too. I'm going as soon as they start, so it'll be kind of redundant, but kind of think about what's holding you back. Is it money? Is it lack of space? Is it the effort? Is it just too much work? There's all kinds of different reasons why we don't garden, right? Otherwise, I mean, everybody's got to eat, right? And if you can just go in your backyard and get some of your food instead of going down to the grocery store and paying a high price for it, everyone would be doing it, right? But everyone's not. If you look around, you drive around, unless you're out in the country, hardly anyone has a garden. So that's just it. It's just that, gardening, we try to make it sound like it's something easy. Lots of people go, when we're showing them hydroponics, they go, why don't you just throw seed in the soil? Just throw a plant in the ground, it'll grow. It's not that easy. And lots of y'all can probably attest to that. Your new referral, let's see, we got people popping in. I'm going to start my Whatnot stream. If you guys are new, if you pop over to Whatnot, you're going to get a $15 credit over there, which you can go on my shop. I've got like a packet of these seeds in there. I've got a set of adapters for 15 bucks, so basically you can get that for free. I just restocked some of the things in there, so you can jump on over there and use a $15 credit for that. It's in the shop. What you do is you find the one that you want, you put it in your basket, and when you go to check out, it'll say $15, and then I'll have shipping and taxes if there's any in your state. Shipping's probably about $5. And what it'll do is it'll subtract it out. So what you'll see, the total will only be about $5 or $6, which will be shipping plus taxes. So it should take this back off. When we get started in the auction over there, I don't think you can use the $15 in auction, but you can use it in the shop. Good, thank you. I ordered from Etsy. Can you give me free seeds, please, to start with? Kenneth, when did you order? And that's the one thing, is that what we're doing on Whatnot, that's where all the seeds are going to be. And I'm not doing that over on Etsy. And I've got hundreds of orders every day. There's no way that I could just throw free seeds in with everything. Otherwise, I just have to raise the prices of everything over there. So I'm trying to give everybody like the best prices on it. It's still buy one, get one free. And I've been doing that for months. Every time I stop, the other day, Yeah, if it was the other day, it's already gone. I've only got like 3 orders left that just came in like within the last hour. And we got everything shipped this morning that's going out over the weekend. And unless you order like in the last hour, it's already in the post office. New subby, my flowers, how are you doing? Been waiting all week for your live. Awesome. It's going to be fun. We're going to do a little demo to get started here. I got to get my whatnot stream going. We're going to do a little demo. We're going to start with one of these small ones so you can see the bulbs back here. Here's some pak choi growing right now. We're going to plant one of those out, and then we're going to do some of the bigger ones, guys. Look at that. It's not microgreens, is it? But that's what self-watering adapter does to microgreens. Let me get the whatnot stream started. We're going to be having a lot of giveaways on whatnot, so y'all jump over there if you want. And Kenneth was asking about free seeds. Whatnot is where I'm throwing free seeds into all the orders and that. What's up, Whatnot? Let's see. Eman, how are you doing? Let's see. Latane, Brown, Harry, Shigra, how are you? And I saw somebody else pop in here. Who was that? The cheese first. Very good. Welcome in. Miss J, how are you? Harry, welcome in, everyone. Let me get my stream started over here. Let me get Whatnot pulled up. And I'm going to get a giveaway going. You guys know the drill, right? We're going to have 8-pack microgreen seeds. We still have 8 of them. Speckled peas, mustard flavored wasabi flavored mustard greens, cilantro, tatsoi, radish. I'll name them all in a second. Let me get this going so you guys can get in a giveaway before everybody gets in here, all right? And remind me, after this first one, we're going to have a blessed chat. In our last stream, somebody bought a blessed chat for y'all, and I did not see it. So that was a giveaway of the 2 set of adapters, so I got to get that going too. Thank you for the hearts. Didn't have this going. I'm good. Hope you're good too. Yeah, we've just been super busy. We're going to get started with demos and everything. I'm getting this set up now. And then we're talking with the people on YouTube and Facebook too. One second. Internet's lagging a little bit. I only recently found your channel. Awesome. I'm glad to have you around too. Thank you very much. Giveaway. All right, it's started, guys. First giveaway of the night. Y'all get in there before everybody else gets in here. YouTube and Facebook, the way this works over on Whatnot, we have a giveaway. I'm going to get this started. Y'all remind me every time you see the gnome pop up here. Y'all say giveaway. It's time for another giveaway, all right? And we'll be doing this right after this one. We're going to have a set of adapters. Let me get that ready. Then we're going to get right into the demos. And I forgot who. I've got hundreds of emails in that, but somebody, when I went back through it, I saw it when I was packing the order. Somebody had a blessed chat on the last stream, and I forgot to run it. So we're going to run one of that too. And I'll go back and check it. But if it was you, chime in and say, yeah, that was you. And if not, if you know who it was, let me know. Because the chat just goes by so fast when I'm running my mouth. I miss some things. Who do we got? Desire or Desiree? Upsman, how are you doing? Everyone popping in here, jump in the giveaway. We're going to be talking about our self-watering adapter so that you can grow food. Up here you can see larger leafy greens in that. This is all microgreens, baby greens. And then up there you're going to see us putting it together and putting it into larger plants. So that's called a continuous harvest system. By the way, the giveaway button is over the other shoulder. This way? I think you're pointing to your... Yes or no? This way. Because on my screen I can see it right here. Okay, so it's up here. Okay, I'm flipped around, so I'm mirrored. Jerry, what's up? And Meg. Alright, so y'all are in the giveaway, right? Happy Leaves and Crafts. How are you? Welcome in. Happy to be here. We're happy to have you here. Candace, Let My Flower. I'm gonna put one together real quick when we're talking, so y'all get in that giveaway. What do we got? 2 minutes. Let's see how fast we do this. All right, guys. As we get going, we're gonna use nutrients, and this is how we started off. And I show everybody how to do this. Let me see if I can see myself on YouTube and Facebook. This way we can see us. People on Facebook and YouTube were telling me they couldn't see. There we go. Let's see. Hi, Mike. Reimagine Life. How are you doing? Grateful to be here. How's everybody doing? What's up? So, this is what we use. MaxiGrow from General Hydroponics. 1 gallon of water. And all you need, it says 1 to 2 teaspoons. If y'all get any of this, if you get an order and you get some of these nutrients, I have 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. That's what the manufacturer's instructions say. All of this stuff that you see me growing here, I've used 1 teaspoon per gallon. So I haven't even bumped it up to 2. Even this monster of a plant here, we're going to show you that in 1 second. So we just get 1 gallon of water, 1 teaspoon. Cover it up, and that's it. This is the basis for the continuous harvest system. Not only growing microgreens and baby greens, but also larger leafy greens, mature plants. We're going to start with a little bowl. I just got that at the Dollar Tree. We're going to start with our little Coke bottle adapter. This is one of the first ones we made, and they fit the little 16-ounce, 20-ounce Coke bottles. Also fits the 1-liter bottles. So we've got this right here with the 1-liter bottle up on it. All right. So everybody's popping in here and whatnot. Who wants to start a garden? Put me. Or double tap the screen. Everybody say me. Who wants to start a garden? And then if you're not gardening, let me know why. What is holding you back? Is it lack of space? No place for a garden? Is it lack of money? Is it just too hard? There's all kinds of reasons, right? How easy is that? Well, I used to be the same way. Ever since I was a teenager, I was trying to start a garden. And I always had trouble, and it was different things at different times. Sometimes it was money. Sometimes it was just too much work. Sometimes me and my wife were on the road. We'd get it started, it'd be looking good, and then we'd come back and it'd be decimated. This tot soy. Here goes the first winter. All right, these bags are pre-portioned for a size about this size. Who is that? Miss Art, congratulations. You're the first winner. I'm going to get another one going. We'll do it before the gnome pops up here. Guys, we're going to get a giveaway, a blessed chat going. Somebody did a blessed chat on the last stream that we were in. Look, 1 whole bag, right? So when we're sitting here running our mouths, when everybody's popping in here, we've already got one of these planted out. So if you think you can do that, you can do all this. There's about 10 of them right down here. So you saw how quick I put one together, right? So what's it going to take, about 10-20 minutes for you to do 10? No big deal. Now once you get it set up like this, you just set it to the side for a couple of days. Come back in the next day and peek in there. If it looks like it's drying out, like some of you are in a real dry area. I'm in Florida, it's really humid. If you're in a dry area, peek in here, give it a little spritz if it's drying out. If you see condensation, just leave it alone. Here in Florida, I don't even have to mess with it for about 3 days. And different seeds germinate at different rates. Just Google that. But most of the ones that we have, tot soy, radish, and everything, they germinate pretty quickly. After that, you'll see them starting to push up on the foil. And either they're going to push foil up or they're going to be bent over. The ones that are going to be poking out where the light's peeking in, those will start to turn green. The other ones will be yellow. That's when you pull the top off and you leave it off, and you're going to have, let me see if I got one around here somewhere. Here's one we just pulled off a few days ago. YouTube and Facebook. So you're going to have them, they're going to be just tiny like that. The leaves are small. and they just popped up. There's still nutrients in there. By the time this goes down, these leaves, if we pop them under the lights or set them in your shade house, I don't put it in direct sunlight, but you put it out there. I have a shade house. You might not have that. Just set this in your patio or something. Just don't set it out in the sun and leave it there all day. Set it out there and you're going to be just fine. A few more days, it's going to look like that. See how the leaves are getting bigger? And the reason why we have these at different stages is because we've been planting them here on the show. And then about a week later, it's going to be about like that. So these are your microgreens. What's up, Mill Creek? I saw you popping in there. Did I remember to put you on as a mod? I might have forgot. Shigra, no more gardens. My right hand passed away. I can't do it myself. Microgreens are enough for me. I don't eat that much. Cool. Yeah, see, so it's going to help a lot of people. So gardening's not for everyone, right? Like I said, everybody's got to eat, right? Who's got to eat? Like everybody. If we could all just go out in our backyard and get some of our own food, don't you think everyone would do it? Right? Do you stir fry your microgreens? All kinds of ways. All kinds of ways. Just about any way you can think. You can put them in a smoothie too. You can sprinkle them on your scrambled eggs. You can put them in just about anything. The arugula that we grow, we like to grow it to the baby green stage. Grab a handful of that. Grill chicken, marinated in Italian dressing. We like to grill it and then take it hot off the grill and put it on the arugula. It wilts the arugula. The juices go all over it. And it's a really simple dish, but really, really tasty. Yes, and salads, both ways. Yeah, if y'all got suggestions in that, tell everybody, because there's going to be a lot of people popping in, have no idea what to do with microgreens. But microgreens are just nutrient dense, so that's why they're saying you should eat microgreens. But over the years, as I've been doing this about 10 years, I spent a whole lot of money on just microgreen seeds. So you can spend a lot of money. Don't go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart. Don't go up to the nursery and buy the little seed packets and try to do microgreens. It's going to drive you nuts because you're not going to get them dense enough. You don't want it too dense where it's going to cause mildew issues and that. But you're not going to get it dense enough. They're going to be all just hanging over. You're not going to get a good yield. You want to get microgreen seeds. Let's see, I just started microgreens after one of your videos. I've been growing tomatoes hydroponically since I saw. Awesome. Tomatoes are awesome, right? So you guys, what they're talking about on the channel, if you get anything, I've got one of these stickers that are going to be inside of any of your purchase. This QR code goes to my channel. This is just a couple of videos. There's like dozens of videos on how to use these adapters, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a little bit. And this will take you to that playlist. Then from that playlist, you can look, and I've got like a downspout garden. I've got a Q&A. I've got different nutrients that I'd use, master blend. That's a little more advanced, but what we're using over here works just fine for all of this. So the General Hydroponics Maxi Grow, and you guys just saw me mix it up, right? What are we, only a couple minutes into the stream, and we've already mixed up nutrients and planted out one of the microgreens. I just received your starter kit. I'm excited. Awesome. Who's that? Raven's Magic. Looking forward to this. I've tried true recipe. Looking for more. You've tried and true recipes. Awesome, Jerry. Yeah, it's cool. We're going to be getting recipes in that together too, so it's going to be awesome. This QR code over here takes you to the Amazon store. So if you want to find more of the clay pebbles that you saw me using and more of the nutrients, it's going to be in here. Plus, if you get into taking any of this and transplanting it, which is just pretty easy, we just come in here. See if I can pull one out of here. If you do like what you're going to see up in the video, you see bigger plants, we just pull them out like that. All right, I got two streams going here, guys. So if you see me off to the side, we just pull it out like that. See the roots, how easy it was? And I don't have a pool noodle with me, but we just take a pool noodle, I drill some holes in a container, fill it up with the same nutrients, and put this in there. Now you've got this more nutrients available for this plant instead of hundreds of them competing for the same nutrients. Now you can have just about a couple of them. Oh, giveaway. Hey guys, this giveaway is going to be a blessed chat. Okay, this is for 2 adapters. These are $19.99 a piece. It's buy one get one free on Etsy right now. Sales going off, but these are $19.99 a piece. This giveaway is for a set of adapters, and it's from somebody in the chat. If you did a blessed chat last time I was on, somebody blessed chat. I forgot who it was. I got to go back and do it. So if it was you, say me so everybody can say thank you. But this one is courtesy of one of our viewers. There's a bunch of amazing people in that in our group. This is going to be for a set of adapters right there. So y'all get in on that. I'll pack it up in just a minute. But you take this and you plant those out. Now you've taken something like this. You can have a bunch of your microgreens that you can eat. But if you take just a small portion, look up here, and plant it out. See that? All those milk jugs? I was just taking it and just putting it in there just like that. In fact, I have one right here that's empty. There's a little piece of pool noodle. And we just put it in like that with a little pool noodle, hold it in place. And then you saw the results up there, right? What was I? I was showing everybody cilantro the other day. I yanked the cilantro out. And I just stuck the clay pebbles down in there with the nutrients. And I didn't want the cilantro to go to waste, so I just jabbed it in there, and this has been sitting there since last week. So we got the cilantro still growing. So I might do that if this guy's still alive by the end of the stream. So you take this, you still got your microgreens. It's going to be a negligible amount that you pull out, and you plant out like a handful like this. Will actually make that ladder system, that vertical system you saw going up the wall. I mean, it's only a handful of these plants that you take and you put it out and you plant it out into bigger plants. So you still got your microgreens, you got your baby greens. Guys, I know you keep popping in here and wondering about this. Look at that. And when they teach you how to grow microgreens in soil, right? Can they do that? Carefree? They're going to have to keep babying it. I mean, it's like, teenagers now, right? This is the same thing. We got to plant it out. And it's just using the MaxiGrow with 1 teaspoon per gallon. It's really, really easy. All right. So everybody wants to grow a garden, right? I said, you said they were from Amazon. Okay, let's see. So what were you talking about? The clay pebbles? Yeah, you can just go on Amazon. I can't post links over here on whatnot. YouTube and Facebook I can, but you can just go on Amazon. You can go to any hydroponic wholesaler, retailer, and look for clay pebbles, Leca, L-E-C-A, or Hydroton is a name brand, clay pebbles. And I think I've got them in the shop. If you want me to run a flash sale, like a half price, I can do that for like 2 minutes. So if anybody wants like one of these, we're going to do a couple of the adapters. We'll probably be doing a bunch of just a quick draw tonight. I can do 1 or 2 of the kits. Tomorrow we'll do more kits. We're still getting caught up from the week. Had a fantastic week, so we've just been busy. I actually have 3 more 3D printers just came in. We're putting those together, so production is going to ramp up in that. But we'll do a couple of kits. And then what we'll do is some quick fires. But if you guys want a couple of clay pellets, if you can go on Amazon, it's much better if you go on there and get you a 10-pound bag or something. And then you have enough to do like several of these bowls. Between the clay pebbles and pebbles from Home Depot, which do you like best? I like pea gravel. But pea gravel is a little heavier. This is like really light. Right? But if you go on my channel and you go look, I'm going to show you one. You clean this, it all floats to the top, and all your debris in that floats to the top, so you kind of got to strain it out, and there's a little bit of work you got to do to kind of clean it out and get all the debris. I set mine in the trays and let them dry out in the sun and kind of mix them around and blow it, kind of like when you're getting seeds from like pak choi seeds or broccoli seeds. And when you use pea gravel and you go to clean it out, all you have to do is dump it in a 5-gallon bucket with some water in it, and the pea gravel just sinks to the bottom. Stir it up, and everything else is going to float up to the top. You just dump it out and rinse it out a couple times, and it's totally separated. So if you're just growing microgreens, you can just start right again. Look guys, look at this pak choi. This pak choi is grown this way. We started it. We started all our microgreens just like this. We pulled it out just like that. See, there's no, I used to do it in soil, but now this way there's no soil on here, right? It's just that easy, and we planted it out into the downspouts. That's on my channel. Let's see, can you mix pea gravel and pebbles? Yeah, you can give it a try. And like I said, this just, you know, a little harder getting this kind of, getting organic material out of it. Here goes the winner, guys. Who is that? Dohasila. Kind of missed that. Congratulations, you won a set of adapters. That's going to be a set of adapters, and that was from somebody here. That was Blessed Chat. That was from one of our viewers. Bought that the last time we were out here. And I didn't get a chance to run it. I didn't see them do it. So when I find out who that is, I'll let you all know. Seems like a better way to start seeds than my regular than dirt. Yeah, this is like really simple. And then what I started doing, why I started doing this is because I was growing microgreens with soil just like 99% of everybody else, right? Do you have any recommendations for cheap but effective grow lights? Yeah, 1 second. Got laid off today. Keep it cheap. Do this. Look around for this. LED shop lights. Look around. I found 2 of these for 20 bucks. And then this is just the clamp lights. I took the little hood off of the clamp light and just screwed it in. They've got all kind of LED lights now. They've got ones where you don't have to get this clamp light itself. See, this just looks like a little light bulb. So this was one of those clamps. I took the hood off and just screwed this in here. This is how I got started. Fluorescent lights. Just look around. You can go in a thrift shop and they'll have all kind of lights. If you want to get started with just microgreens like this, you don't need much light. These guys start in the dark. We get them covered up like you just saw me do. Then you let them sit in the, maybe by a sunny window with a little supplemental light, and they'll do just fine. So you don't need a real expensive lights to start. If you want to grow something like this, you want to grow them out like that, you're going to need a little bit of light. There's no way this is going to grow like this in the dark. Now, this is important. Look, way up here, right? Here's a light. Here's the light. Let me see if I've got. Got some portable lights here. If I put the grow lights on, it'll be just too bright. Y'all won't be able to see it. Right? Here's a light right up here. Here's a light right up here. And there's no light up there. That's just the fluorescent light way up at the top. All right? So these guys are sitting underneath the grow light. This guy's sitting up on the top, and it's just a fluorescent light. And you can see he's not getting really big. It's growing microgreens, and you can totally cut these off and eat that, right? But as far as getting the leaves like bigger, like this under the grow lights, see how much better yield you're going to get? So don't underestimate the importance of light. I put that one up there. So guys, we're going to do another demo. We did one with the cereal bowl, right? I'm going to do one with our adapters like this. We'll do the Gatorade one because that's what we're going to be having a quick draw with. Does anyone grow microgreens for profit? Which variety is the most? Yeah, if anybody else does that. I've never sold any of mine. Do you do the Blessed Chat giveaway? Yeah, was that you, Hummingbird? I was trying to remember who it was. We just did it. Let me see. D-O-H-A-L Lissa. Dolissa one. Nope, not me. I just did that Blessed Chat. And here we'll do another. This one's gonna be, that was for the adapters. Here's seeds again, guys. We're gonna be doing giveaways all night. All right. There we go. There's another one with seeds. Y'all want seeds? Another one with seeds. Hey, y'all, let me know the couple of ways that we've done the kits. We had like clay pebbles to get you started. enough nutrients for about 5 gallons. We were throwing in like a couple of adapters and then seeds to get started. And what we do is we start at $5, and as the bidding goes up, I keep throwing seeds in, and sometimes that gets up kind of high. Y'all let me know if this sounds like a good idea. We might just try it on tonight, and we might just do, instead of every time someone bids and it keeps resetting, we might just do like a 30-second countdown. And what we might do with the kit is just say this starts once it goes over $30. I'll throw in a whole nother pack of seeds, and every $10 that goes up after that, which these are like $10 inside the shop right now. Every time it goes up $10, I'll throw in a whole nother pack of seeds with it. So y'all let me know if that sounds good, because then we can shoot through them, a couple of them like this, instead of it taking me like 10 minutes to get through it like every one of them. Just start. It's amazing. Yeah, just gotta get started, and that's what you can do here is just get like one adapter or a couple. Go up to the Dollar Tree. You don't even have to get like, I'm using this. You see a bunch of these here? These work good, but then you got to wash them. So I got like a whole stack sometimes when I'm washing. I feel like I'm back in the dish pit of a restaurant, right? You can also just use Tupperware. This is a lot lighter, right? We can plant one in there if y'all want. Giveaways going, guys. Y'all get in the giveaway. Right? Here's that Tupperware. Right? Same thing. And this is really light compared to those with the cereal bowl. This with the clay pebbles, this is light. So if you don't like stuff heavy, you can do it like this. So you can just use that. And then we're also going to, we'll do one of these real quick. So y'all let me know about like the giveaway. Does that sound amazing? Let's see, what have you found is best to do with the hole in the red lids? Myself, because I had a blowtorch, and what we did when we were doing the natural stuff with the hydroponics, we were doing the yakisoji or whatever it's called with burning the wood. So we have a bunch of torches, and I have a cookie cutter, and I get like a 2-inch cookie cutter or whatever size is going to fit around the bottle. I find the cookie cutter is going to fit it, and you get a heat-proof glove. And I heat that cookie cutter up, and I just melt through like 2 or 3 of them at a time. That's like the easiest way. These are cheap. If you get these at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store, the lids are really cheap. And if you try to cut it with scissors or something, they'll chip and break. So I found just heating them up and doing that, it makes it a whole like really, really easy. And so I'll go through like several of them at one time. So I'll heat it up and just melt right through it. My friend used a hot glue gun. Hey, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. I was using a soldering iron. So guys, this is what the self-watering adapters makes this. Just set it and forget it. Makes it easy. If you guys get lost along the way, one of these is going to be in there with a little QR code that goes to my channel. I'm going to go, we just did the cereal bowl, like you see all of these. I'm going to do a little bigger one, and this is with the adapter that we have here just on Whatnot. And this is one that fits a regular mouth mason jar. And you'll probably see me putting one together up there in a little while. And it also fits this Coke bottle, because my son made that one. These are like really, really tough. If you use these Coke bottles, they work, but they're really flimsy, right? So he made one, the Gatorade one, to fit it. And our old hybrid had the Coke bottle one in the middle there. So we went ahead and we put the Gatorade one in the middle there. So this fits both of these, and it also fits bigger juice bottles like this. So if you want to do a bigger container, like this baking dish here, I went up to the thrift store and just bought a basket full of baking dishes. Fits Gold Peak Tea, fits V8. So just go looking down the juice aisle, it's going to fit. I'm going to put one together right here. Let's do some radish. We like radish. Who likes radish? Here goes the giveaway, guys. I just got my snack tray. Awesome. Can't wait to have a variety of seeds going. Awesome. Cool. 2 hummingbird. You won. Congratulations. Hey, let's put one together and then we'll go ahead and get a kit going, all right? I just want to go ahead and let you guys see how to do this. All the people, if you're new, when you're popping in here, say new, so we know who's the new people. This is going to be, we're going to do this one right here. New. Happy Leaves and Crafts, how are you doing? And if you guys are sellers on Whatnot, let people know what you sell. We're all in this together. Yeah, kit. All right, we'll do a kit in a little while. New to Whatnot. Awesome. Good to have you here. We love it here on Whatnot. All right, so we're going to show you how to use this with the Gatorade bottle. All right. Now, don't blink, because this is how quick it happens. We've already mixed the nutrients up. If you guys weren't here in the beginning, all we did was take our nutrients. Our kit will have one of these. It's got enough for 5 gallons. You just mix this. It's 1 teaspoon per gallon. It says 1 to 2 teaspoons. All of this, I've only used 1 teaspoon. So there's going to be enough here for 5 gallons. And we did that in about like 30 seconds. We mixed that up. We're going to get this. Fill it up. Try not to drip it all over the floor. This one's easier than the Coke cup. I put a little bit in here to get started. Alright, so this is the adapter we're talking about tonight. Alright, only available on Whatnot. YouTube, Facebook, if you guys are on Etsy. I don't even have this on Etsy yet. This is over here on Whatnot. Right? This is the Gatorade bottle. It just goes on just like that. Just like that. How easy was that? This is clay pebbles we were talking about. And all you want to do, you guys could see, hopefully you could see the level of the water before I put this in. Now you want this to be up higher than the level of the water. So this adapter will keep your level of your water down right here. That'll constantly be like that. Now we put this up higher, right? And I have this dry so you can see these guys up here are still dry. That's when you know you have it high enough, because we're going to wet it in a minute. But as this starts to grow, you want this top layer to dry out. The roots will go looking for the water. The roots will go down and your sprouts will go up. And this layer up here is going to stay dry, and that's going to cut down on your mold and mildew. If you talk to any microgreen grower and they grow with soil, soil wicks up any moisture. Even if you bottom water, it soaks it up. So you got to be careful how much water you put in there, or you're going to get too soggy and you get a lot of mold and mildew issues, right? You can't do this with soil. So now this keeps this dry up on top. Now all we want to do is get it wet. And once you do this a couple of times and you know how deep you have to put it, you can pre-soak this. And then you're not going to have to worry about this stuff. But the seed's got to be a little damp to start with. I'm going to grab our red arrow radish because I love that. One of these bags is enough for a bowl about this big. So we're going to put about 1.5 on this one. Alright. Now just save the rest for another one. Water. And if you had the lid, I've got the lid up here. If you want to cut a hole in it, you can. But if you don't want to monkey around with that, all you have to do is just rip a little hole in the middle. Your foil, cover it up like that. And you can reuse this foil like 3 or 4 times. That's it. So if you can do that, you can do all of this. Then all you have to do is take these, transplant a couple of them, and you've got a garden growing. How easy is that? So, it is bad that I lightly spray my microgreens every day. Will it grow bad stuff? No, it's not bad. It depends on like where you live. I live in Florida. It's really humid here. So if I spray them all day, it's not going to help. If they were out in nature, they'd get rained on once in a while, right? You might be in a very dry environment. You might need to do that. So just kind of keep an eye on it. These guys are really packed in here. If you keep it really damp and you don't have circulation, like a fan kind of blowing air around, then you're going to have mold and mildew issues. So just keep an eye on it. Alright guys, like we said, if you guys are just coming in here, if you're new, you haven't seen the earlier one when we put together the cereal bowl, You're just going to leave this set for a couple of days. Come in here and peek, and like we were just talking about, if it looks dry, spritz it again. If you see any condensation, just leave it alone. Here in Florida, I just leave mine like this, and I just put it to the side. In about 3 or 4 days, these guys are going to be sprouted. Radish, believe it or not, it's going to germinate by tomorrow morning, and the next day, within 3 or 4 days, you're going to have a sprout. These guys are going to be big enough that you can actually harvest them. But we like to let them grow out a little bigger, and I like to plant them in a deep bowl. You saw this one was a little deep, right? And I didn't put the grow medium all the way up to the top, the clay pebbles, right? Because I want the edge of this. Let me move this to the side. Through the magic of television. Who remembers that with like Julia Child and everything, right? When they would be cooking and then they'd put the pie in the oven and bring one out, right? Here's radish, right? See right there, we've got it kind of deep. This bowl is kind of holding them up. Here's your water down here. This is all dry up on top. That's the magic of it. And you can see it sloshing around up here. There's still water in there. These guys, you can start harvesting this right now. If you're on your own and you're just eating, you're not going to eat this much radish at one time. You're going to just take a little bit. You can start harvesting this, or you can let them go and get really big, and you can actually stir fry it. I got a video on that coming out. Here's if it's too shallow. When these start to get tall, they'll start falling over like that. So that's why I like planting these in a deep bowl, and it'll kind of hold them up. Because once they get so tall, this is ready to harvest, they'll start falling over. All right, how's that? Is that easy? Everybody think you can do that? Miss Art, let me see what's going on YouTube and Facebook over here. You guys still with us? From Thailand, let's see. We're both the same nutrients. Yeah, it was the same nutrients. Whatnot. Here, I'll paste this again for my friends on Facebook, YouTube. I've got a comment pinned at the top. You guys, it's not a giveaway going. Let's get a giveaway going, right? All right. Here's for Whatnot. You guys get on over to Whatnot. You get a $15 credit. You go into my shop. You click shop. And these adapters are over there. 2 for $15. You get a $15 credit. So basically, you're getting this free. You're just paying for shipping. It's about $5 and taxes if your state has any taxes. So put this in your cart. When you go to chop out, when you go to checkout, you're going to see it'll say 15 bucks. It'll have taxes and shipping, and then it'll subtract out the 15. So your total should only be about $5 or $6. All right. So you get a set of these. If you go on Etsy right now, $19.99. All right. So if you jump over to Whatnot, you can get your free set. All right. Let's see. Growing things in a way. Hey, let's get a go away going real quick. Winter is so fun. Yeah, it is. And this is, look, you keep doing this over and over and over. There's the giveaway. Y'all jump in the giveaway. Did I start it? No, I didn't start it. All right, here's seeds, guys. Giveaway. Jump in the giveaway. No. I get to run in my mouth. All of this stuff, you guys, just like what you just saw me plant, right? That's all of this stuff. We've been planting it. We've been putting it here, rotating it out. You know, this one was just from the other day. Right? Just got uncovered. Right? YouTube, Facebook. A couple days later, you know, we had another one at another show. So we just keep planting them out and harvesting them and moving them around. So all of this stuff we're growing indoors. This is what Happy Leaf grow lights. Those are the best grow lights. So, like I said, somebody asked, you can start with shop lights, LED shop lights. LEDs don't use hardly any energy and they don't get hot. So if you do get them too close to your plants, they won't like burn them. If they're touching the plants, they'll get hot enough to burn it. So, but with the old grow lights, you had to be careful how close you were and they'd throw off a lot of heat. These don't. As you work your way up, Amazon, I got some lights were called Barina, and you get like I got like 6 about 2-foot lights that I put in here for about 60 bucks. Honestly, mine aren't under any lights right now, and they're doing great. Awesome. See, so you don't need any lights. Alrighty, everybody's in the giveaway. I'm going to put together one kit. We're gonna give this a try. We'll see if we can do this. Before, I used to do the regular auction, and it's every time somebody bid, it reset 10 seconds and reset, and it go on, and the price would go up and up. Let's give a couple a try. Some people said it went up too fast for them, and they couldn't swipe fast enough. And it's because what we did was I kept throwing seeds, and every time, you know, the bidding went up, I kept throwing seeds in. We're gonna try this. We're gonna get it started at $5. We're just gonna count down from 30 seconds. And if we need to go a little longer, I can reset it or whatever. We're gonna try one with 30 seconds. If it goes up above $30, we're throwing an extra pack of seeds. You don't get this on Etsy, so that's why just you guys here on Whatnot. Each set, I'm going to put one together, will come with this pack of seeds. It goes over 30, we'll throw in one pack. When it goes over 40, we're throwing another. So every $10 increment over 30, you get more and more seeds. So what you do is if you get a set of these and you get set it up, you'll have, instead of just growing a couple, you'll be able to grow it over and over and over again. Wide mouth. Rhonda just got some wide mouths. Awesome. So we've got speckled pea. That's how you grow the pea shoots. We got wasabi flavored mustard greens, red acre cabbage. This one's actually grown pretty big. See if I can get one in here. These guys are getting too bunched up in here. We have to harvest some of them. This is red acre cabbage. Most of this is top soy. Cilantro. This is going to be the last of the cilantro probably this weekend, and then we're going to retire this for a little while. We're probably going to be replacing it with red Russian kale. I've talked to y'all about that. That's an awesome plant. Red arrow radish, easiest one to grow. These are spicy. This is the funnest one. When I just showed you guys a radish like this, these guys you can already start harvesting, pulling these off. It tastes like a radish, right? But it's not hard, white, and crunchy. So it's got that radish flavor. You toss this inside your salads and that, your company's going to be wondering where that came from. You take some, dip that in like some soy and garlic and that. It's pretty good. Sesame oil. We got broccoli. It's one of your healthy ones. Of course, our tot soy, all that stuff that you saw us growing up there. And arugula. We got 32 seconds on the first giveaway. We'll start another giveaway, and we're going to go ahead and put one of these together. So you're going to get like a variety of microgreens to start with. And if the bidding does go up over 30 bucks, then you're going to go ahead and get another pack of this for every $10 increment. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, put yes. If not, we'll go back to the old way we were doing it. But it like shot up really high really fast. So makes sense. Cool. 4 seconds on this giveaway, and we're going to put one of these together. All right, let's see who won. And we're going to get another one started. Love radish. Radish is awesome, isn't it, Julie? Yes, makes sense. Okay. Who is that? Hummingbird. You're going to be the new Julie. Julie won like 3. Julie won 4 or 5 one night, right? No way. Lucky. Yeah. Yeah, you're the new Julie. What's going on? Something, it must be a whatnot thing or whatever. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Look. Let me get a box. So this is what your kit's going to be like. We're going to put one together like we have on Etsy, except Etsy doesn't have a hybrid with the Gatorade. This is only here on Whatnot because I love y'all. I love Whatnot. We can do all kinds of fun things like the giveaways and everything over here. Etsy's boring. I love that Etsy. It's you know, drove a lot of sales on that, but I make videos. People go in order. I don't really see them. You know, I ship the stuff off. But here I like interact with y'all like in real time. It's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna put a bunch more of these together, guys. We're gonna sell a couple of these. Then we're gonna do some more demos. So don't go anywhere. If you're just dropping in here, you're a little lost. Stick around, we're going to have a demo, and we're going to show you how to put some of these together. I've got more dishes. We got more. We've got to harvest a lot of this, so we're going to plan a lot more of it. And like I said, we're doing all this in real time, okay? So you've done seen us do it. The kit's going to have your clay pebbles to start. You're going to have nutrients, enough for 5 gallons. You put 1 teaspoon per gallon. You guys saw me mix that up. It was really easy, right? We're going to start with 2 of our adapters. This is, like I said, the ones that you get here. This is one that fits a regular mouth, mason jars. And it fits, I just did up the Gatorade one, so I used the bottle, right? I've got another bottle. Here we go. Fits these Gatorade bottles. You can see we already used that one, right? So we reuse them over and over again. It also fits these big bottles, juice bottles. Alright, so that's going to come in the kit. Plus, you're going to get all these seeds. That's an 8-pack. Like I said, after $30, you're going to get another seed pack. And for every $10 increment, you're going to get another one. So that way you get started with a couple of these, right? We're going to try one right now. This kit. And we're going to do sudden death where it just counts down. We're going to give you 30 seconds and then it'll be over. Okay, instead of it going on and on and on and on, like some of our other ones. First giveaway. Y'all getting a giveaway. Will it fit any glass bottles? I don't buy plastic. We've got ones, I'll tell you in just a second, that fit these long neck bottles. We've got refillable ones that fit that. And this one right here fits your ball mason jars. This one's a regular mouth. We've also got them to fit the wide mouth. So if you want that, we'll get a kit going with that later. But we're going to do this first, okay? Alright, everybody getting in the giveaway? We're going to get this started. Fits this jar and the Gatorade. Get all this stuff here to start. Alright, mini grow kit 1. Get your fingers ready. We're going to do 30 seconds. Starting price is $5. And we're going to do sudden death. Alright, so this doesn't reset, guys. When you see a countdown from 30, that's it. Alright? How do we get the discount? I'll tell you in 1 minute. Ready, set, go. 5, 6, 20, 21. So we're at 21, 23. One more swipe. When it goes over 29, extra pack of seeds. You're going to get an extra pack of seeds. Then we can do, if it goes up over 40, you get another pack of seeds. If you'd rather have an adapter, DM me, and instead of the extra pack of seeds, if you want to throw an extra adapter in there, I can switch it out for you. Who did that? Anika, congratulations. So 30. You're going to get like two packs of those seeds with it. Alright? Here we'll do a couple like that. And then somebody was asking, how do you get the discount? Here, I'll do one more. Alright, here we go again. Ready? Go. The discount, you have to go into the shop. There's a little button, I think, right down there. If you go into the shop, it doesn't have the Gatorade one. It's got these, our old ones, but it's got these in there. You can get a set of those and put it into your basket. And then from your basket, you want to, when you go to checkout, you should see the discount applied if you clicked on the link to come over here. Let's see, 27, who's that? Maria. Maria, I'll throw you an extra pack of seeds in there. You're close enough to 29, all right? I'll do one more. And then if you guys want to do it where I'm just throwing seeds in, we can do some more of that. Thank you very much. No problem. All right, one more, guys. And then we'll do some quick fire. Or if you guys want a few with the wide mouth, put wide mouth in the chat, and I'll do a couple with the wide mouth. We don't have a whole lot of these. This is probably what we're going to do for the night as far as the kits go. We didn't have a whole lot to pack up because we just had a whole lot of orders through the week. But we'll do a couple of quick fires on what's left of our adapters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25. Anika, you got another one. Congratulations. Let's see, does anybody want any wide mouths? Oh, there's a giveaway. Everybody in the giveaway? Oh, thank you very much. You're awesome. So is that 1, 2, and 3? And if the extra pack of seeds is good for you guys, both of y'all who want it, if the extra pack of seeds is good, then I'll just pack that. If you want an adapter instead of the extra pack of seeds, let me know and I'll switch it out for you. All right, now what we're going to go through, let's see, can we mix the seeds together when growing? You can. I wouldn't. That's why we did the candy dish, where we had like 5 different ones growing in little containers, and that's why I grow them in something like this. Why you see a bunch of them here like that, because you can replant it. You have plants that are like taking up the nutrients at the same rate, and they're growing at the same rate. It's nice and uniform. When you have different plants in here, some of them don't grow as fast as the other ones. Like if you have radish, there's a couple of blends. We've got one that's a superfood blend. The radish will grow up faster, right? It'll be taller. And the other ones will take longer. You can experiment with it. If you take like ones like tatsoi, if you take like brassicas that kind of grow, germinate the same way and grow about the same rate and throw those together, that works fine. You always say 5-inch diameter. What about depth? Who is that? Chrome Helm. Congratulations. Are you new in here? Congrats. Anyone here live from Charlottesville? Oh, live near Charlottesville. Congrats. Cool deal. Awesome. All right, we're getting depth. All you got to worry about depth is that you want it higher, like this. Wherever the top of this jar is going to be, that's where the water is going to stop. And most of these adapters, I built them where that hole, it's hard to see with the light here. Where that hole, right? The bottom of the jar is going to be right up above that. So that's going to be your water level. You just want to put enough in there so that it's going to be able to dry out, like what we're talking about. So if you take like a very shallow bowl, like there's some pie plates. I use some glass pie dishes, and you know those are kind of shallow, right? Those are a little tricky because you can't get them deep enough. Like I said, some of them, like the radish here, this is another radish. I got 2 radish sitting right here. See how deep this one is? The radish grows tall very fast, right? And see how these are sticking straight up? And you can see we've got it, you know, we could have filled this all the way to the top, right? But we didn't. If you don't fill it up enough, your microgreens are going to be way down below here, right? You got to get the microgreens above here where you can harvest them, right? So if I know radish grows really tall, I like putting radish into a deeper bowl. Because this is what happens if you don't, right? When they get tall enough, they just start falling over. They're not really strong. Stuff like the tatsoi and everything. It's just shallow. So right here, right? Water level. So we have it about that deep. So you're going to want, you know, a bowl about, you know, that's why I use a cereal bowl. It's just about the right size. Let's see, I'm thinking some of us might like close to another Keep on Growing groupie. Oh, cool. I love to have a grow buddy. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, troubleshooting and everything. And y'all jump on our Facebook group too. Let's see. Okay, my kids eat yakisoba. Yeah, I was debating if they were too shallow. Now you can try that for like the shallow ones, like tatsoi and everything. Actually, I might go ahead and do up a bunch of them. I actually use this one here as the food prep containers, and the yakisoba is actually deeper than this, right? So I've used this before for like tatsoi, and that radish, you know, will just fall all over. You can see I drew a little hole in the top. and that's one where the beer bottle will fit in it. So somebody was asking about the glass. These are the long neck bottles. The refillable one works with that. So if you want to grow them like taller, bigger, you can go ahead and use one of these. So when it runs out, you take it out and you refill it, and then you dump it back in like that, and you're good to go for about 3 or 4 more days. I just joined Facebook group today. Awesome. Good to have you there. Yeah, about that depth. So does that make sense? You just want it deep enough so that you don't see the water. I have a couple of people who bought these like on Etsy and posted a picture, and the top layer, it was real shallow, and with the clay pebbles you could see the water right there, and basically these were almost like just floating. That's not deep enough, so you want a little deeper so the top has a chance to dry out. Tari, how are you doing? Received my wide mouth adapter today. Looking forward to it. Awesome. Let me know how it goes. All right, guys, we're going to do a couple of quick fire. What we got left here. Let me get a drink. There's no giveaway going. How's this? Anybody want a giveaway? Tap, tap, tap. Tap screen. Tap my nose. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. There's a giveaway. All right, we're going to do quick fire. I'm going to run through what we've got of these. This is only here on Whatnot. All right, so you guys let me know if you want me to do this. And what we usually do is like say we're going to do mustard, wasabi flavored mustard greens. And what do we got down here? Our radish, right, with one of these. And it takes me time to pull out 2 of them and do each one. Let me know if you guys, the last time we were in here, we took a whole pack, 8. This is in the shop right now for $9. We took that. These are $19.99, and we did this together like that. Y'all want to do the whole pack of seeds, or do you want to do it with just a few? It's up to y'all. What would you rather do? A pack or just a couple? The whole thing? 2 seeds. Pack. Yes, please, the whole pack. All right. Everybody wants a pack. Almost everybody. All right, we'll do the packs. I can run through those a lot quicker. We can get through a lot quicker. When I do each one, that takes a while. So we'll go through those, and when we're done with that, if I've got any adapters left, if anybody wants, just with a couple, let me know, and I'll run a couple of them. And we'll see what we got. So we're going to do this. We've got these. Let me count real quick. And then I've got a few of the wide mouth ones. And after that, y'all let me know. Who's that? Happy Leaves. Happy Leaves. Oh, Jerry got to bless the chat. We're going to run that. Happy Leaves, you had a question. I forgot what your question was. You want to post it again real quick? All right, guys, everybody's in the giveaway. There's 47. We're going to draw it. We're not waiting 5 minutes. All right. Whoop, there it went. Who won? And then we're going to run the blessed chat. Latane, Ms. Brown, you won a pack of seeds. Congratulations. All right, this is from Jerry. Everybody say thank you, Jerry. This is going to be for a 2-pack of the adapters, courtesy of Jerry. So thank you very much, Jerry. You rock. There you go. Jump in the giveaway. You're going to get and I'll throw in a pack of seeds with it too so you can get started, all right? All right, that's for Jerry. I'm going to give you guys a second to get in there, and then we're going to go ahead and run this. We're going to run an adapter, right, with a whole pack of seeds, just like we were doing. This is our Black Friday sale, and we keep doing it when we come out here. Then we spend all week packing up seeds, hundreds and hundreds of seeds. Guys, we just had 150 pounds of seeds come in. All right, y'all getting in there? Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. T. Levine, how are you doing? All right, guys, we'll go through this. All right, ready? This is going to be 5 seconds. Great. How are you? Doing good. Except it's 80 degrees. I'm about to break in a sweat here. I don't know. Some people are like out there with cold snaps. We went above 80 here in Florida. We've got 2 days in the 80s, and then we're going to be back in the 30s at night. I think by Monday. All right, get your fingers ready. This is going to be 5 seconds. Sudden death. 5 seconds. Starting at $1. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whole pack of seeds. 13. Good pickup, Anika. Ready, set, and go. Another one. Number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Digit Solutions, how are you doing? You were here last time, right? Welcome back. Congratulations. There you go. Take you all by surprise. Jerry, congratulations. Jerry's the one who's running the giveaway, guys, right now. Bless the chat giveaway. Here we go. Get your fingers ready. Set of adapters, courtesy of Jerry. 4 G's, congratulations. First time, everybody say welcome in. First time on Whatnot. Welcome in. There's a giveaway saying, the gnome's up there saying giveaway time. Y'all get in the giveaway. Here we go. Ready? Go. 2, 1. Good pickup. Jerry, $10. Good pickup. Whole pack of seeds. This pack of seeds in our shop is $10 by itself. It's like getting a free adapter. That's why we can't do this on Etsy. Just here on Whatnot. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anika. Got you another one. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 Cheese. Got another one. Congratulations. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jerry, you got another one. So the people, if you're YouTube and Facebook, you pop over here. If you haven't been here before, if you look down, it's going to have shipping. The first one's going to say about 5 something. Depends how far away from Florida you are. It's going to be about $5. The next one will say about $2. What it's doing is it's bundling them up. So if you get one pack like this, and if you get 2, there's going to be 2 adapters, 2 pack of seeds. You get 3, you can have 3. We're going to put that in the same box. And once you get to $9.21, which it goes 5 something, $2 and $2, you'd be at $9. Then you're kind of maxed out up to about 20 adapters, I think. Then everything else you put in there is like free shipping and that. All right, 49 seconds on the giveaway. This is from Jerry, a set of adapters. She's awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, yeah. So just check, just keep an eye on your shipping and that. All right, let's do one more before the giveaway. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whole pack of seeds goes to Jennifer. Congratulations. Here, one more, and then the giveaway. We've got 20 seconds on the giveaway. That's a free set of adapters. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It goes fast. Who is that? Melissa, congratulations. Y'all let me know if this is your first time in here too. Welcome in. Here we go. Ready, set, winner. Ruffles, congratulations. That's a set of adapters. You just won a free set of adapters courtesy of Jerry. Why does the tag keep spelling your name wrong? Oh, okay, you all talking to each other. I thought I was doing something wrong. Ready, set, go. What are we on? 11 already? Jerry, you got another one. Congratulations. Ready, set, go. 12. Jennifer, congratulations. Ready, go. And after a couple, we're going to do wide mouths if anybody needs a wide mouth one. 111 My Flower, congratulations. And welcome in. That's a new name. Are you new? Susan, new here, looking how to bid and where to bid. Welcome in, Susan. Right down below, you see something that says like awaiting next item or something. I forget what it says on the buyer side. New, awesome. Welcome in, 111 My Flowers. Welcome in. And what we're going to do is when I hit bid, that button turns yellow. If you're on your mobile, you have to swipe right with it. And it'll say, like, if the bid over here says $5, it'll say bid 7. And if it's 7, it'll say bid 9 or something. And you just have to swipe that. So kind of watch here. We'll do one. Everybody ready? Your fingers ready? Set. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is just sudden death. Congratulations, Let's Phyllis. Congratulations. Are you new? Ready, go. And we're just doing this 5 seconds. When we do the kits, we make it a little bit longer. Cheryl, congratulations. $12, good pickup. Ready? Get your fingers ready. A couple more here. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 13, good one. Is that ITSE? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's like code. Welcome in. I don't recognize you if you were here before. Go. First purchase. Congratulations. That was the first purchase. Happy Leaves and Crafts. Congratulations. You got another one. It's my initials. Okay. Congratulations. Good to have you here. And Happy Leaves, if you've got any questions, like I said, pop it up. I might keep missing it. I know you asked a question before. I won the auction. Now, what do I do to check out? You don't have to do anything, 111. If you, here, let me do this auction. Ready? Get your fingers ready, guys. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's say, who is this? 4 Cheese won that, right? Tomorrow, I get a label, and it's going to have all the stuff that 4 Cheese bought tonight bundled together, unless it goes over 5 pounds, which is kind of hard to go over 5 pounds with this, right? And it goes all together. If you won a giveaway, you don't have to do anything. If you've already got your payment information and everything and whatnot, that's why I like doing whatnot. And I take care of the shipping. So if you won a giveaway, that's $5 towards your shipping. You're only going to pay like $4 for shipping on like up to about 20 of these. And we're going to be shipping priority too. So if you get a flat rate priority box, a small, medium one, that costs $21.99. I think if you go up to post office, it's only $9.21 here on Whatnot. The large one is $31.99. You're only paying $9.21 here. So we can, whatever we can fit into a large flat rate box, it only comes to $9.21. So if you won the giveaway, I pay the first $5 of that, and you only have to pay like $4 in shipping, which is crazy. Oh my gosh, thank you. I feel I should share my winnings. No, you're good, 4 Cheese. I'm glad you figured this out when you came over here. And welcome in. Here we go. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whole pack of seeds. Whole pack of seeds. Anika, you got another one. Is yours saying free shipping? Are you seeing free shipping down there? Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jennifer, congratulations. I see that's over 20. When I go throw yours together, I'll throw you an extra adapter in there, a Coke bottle adapter. If it goes over 20, I usually throw a little something like this in too. Thanks for the cookie. Oh, you got the cookies the other day as well? Oh, you got the jalapeno. And hey, and thank you everybody who followed us over to Crumb City, especially when they had the little dancing and all that going on. It's a little different, right? So there's lots of different stuff here on Whatnot. That was awesome, right? What do you call it? Thanks for jumping over there. And I think we went to Adamus Maximus. We rated a couple shows. You guys are always awesome. And I saw your comments after we stream here. I've been up since 4 o'clock, like printing adapters and stuff. I'm pretty wore out, and when we go raid another one, I might not talk a whole lot, but I can see your, and I saw all of you jumping in there and saying nice things about me. You guys are awesome. I was like, I'm flattered. So y'all just make me want to cry. So thank you very much. You guys are very kind. Can you run a flash sale on the nutrients for those of us who want to try? Yeah, let me see. Do I have it in the, what do you call it? Let me do a couple more of these. We're going to do a few of these. No. All right, let me go look, and I'll have to add it in here. I'll do a flash sale. She's asking about the nutrients, so the people who are new, if you don't want to go buy a whole big bag at Amazon, you can go ahead. We're going to have a flash sale. I think these are in there for $6, and I do a flash sale for half, so it's going to be like $3. All right, so we'll do that in 1 second. Get your fingers ready. These are going to be the last couple of these. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whole pack of seeds. Whole pack of seeds. Ruffles, congratulations. Welcome back in. What number is that? 21. Here we go. Fingers ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pickup. Ms. Art, congratulations. Ready, set, and go. Number 23. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It makes a few gallons, right? Yeah, it'll be enough for 5 gallons. Just put 1 teaspoon per gallon. And that's what I've been doing to grow all of this. It says on the package, it says 1 to 2 teaspoons. I've only used 1 teaspoon on all of this stuff. Anika, thank you. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you very much. That makes me want to cry. My battery died. Oh Lord, that's what was happening with me with my phone. I finally had to get a new. I don't go out like every time the new thing comes out and buy a new one. I like to use mine till it breaks. And there's so many updates. My phone won't even run without the updates. But then my battery is like, it'll run down like in no time, even with all the apps closed. And I'll refuse to buy a new phone until it's just hard to use. I'm getting ready for my greenhouse. Oh, that sounds awesome. These will come in handy. Thanks for all you do. Oh, thank you very much. The same, Mike, drives me. Yeah, the car. We're going to have to like get one. Both of ours are like at 199,000 on both of the cars. But they're still kicking in that. It's just, we got a Honda. It's like, I told my wife, I said, do you believe this is 20 years old? I said, I can go get an antique tag for my Honda. That's crazy. But yeah, my shoes are the same way too. You're getting it broken in. Yeah, we're just getting broke in. Got to go and pick up my husband. All right, Miss Arp, we'll catch you later. Thank you very much. And we'll see you later. Good night. Everybody say good night to Miss Arp. One more, guys. Get your fingers ready. Ready? One more. Set. I think the last one of this for now. I got to go count. Congratulations, Melissa. All right. Yeah, I got to count before I do any more of those. Giveaway. Who wants another giveaway? Double tap screen. All right, 1 to 24 was that with a whole pack of seeds. Yes, please. All right, so the wide mouth, my Honda last 300,000. That's good. That's awesome. Oh, mine's still kicking. Let's see. Hello, I'm new here. I'm following for 1 week, and I love it. Awesome, Emmy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to get in the giveaways. You might win you some free seeds and that. We're going to start another one right now. All right? There you go. Get in the giveaway. Which way? Y'all said this way, right? Get in the giveaway. How does it work? All you have to do is, you said you're following me, right? Just click on this if you're on your mobile. Click on that, and it'll say enter the giveaway, and it'll say you're in the giveaway. And then every time I run one, just click that and sit back, and in 5 minutes it automatically draws it, and then we'll do another one. All right? Let me count real quick. I got to see how many of these. This is only here on Whatnot. These take over an hour. It's like an hour and a half to print these. That's why we got some more printers getting set up this weekend. So we can only print so many of them, but when we get a big orders from Etsy, some people order like 20 at a time or something. When we get big orders from Etsy, we've got to print those. And then what happens is when we get caught up, we start printing the ones that we're going to come on here. And that's what people, get good deals. Like on Etsy, they're not getting all these seeds. Somebody was just on YouTube and Facebook asking me about that. And you guys still hanging out over there? How do you play this? How do you order them? Here you go. This is to get in on Etsy, YouTube, and Facebook. I forget, if you're on YouTube, I've got a link up at the top. You're going over to Whatnot. We're on Whatnot. There you go. I just place it in there, and you start an account. Thank you for the tip. Who is that? Four Cheese, thank you very much. You're awesome. Do you have a specific filament? Yeah, I use PLA filament. It's plant-based. So what we were doing, when some people just want glass, and then they want, we use baking dishes, and this is plant-based. They have all kinds of other filament that will last longer. If you leave this sitting in the sun, then it'll break down after a year or two. But what we do is when we use it and we put it underneath the rocks, even if it's not in the direct sunlight, I've got some out there that were the very first ones that I started over 2 years ago that I'm still using out there today. So I just use PLA, even though people tell us, use other stuff. But since, you're growing food, I like to go with the plant-based one. All right, we're going to do a couple of the wide mouth ones. Okay. My car is a 2006 Mazda. Never heard of an antique tag. Yeah, it's just this Ford, I don't know if it's everywhere or whatever, but you can get a tag when it's over 20 years old. Is the temperature drop affect your plants that are outside? Yeah, as far as germination, as far as them growing, they'll grow a little slower, but they'll still grow. If it gets down to freezing, that's why I like growing in like these small containers. We can take everything inside. So if I have all this growing, I've got some growing outside. If it goes to drop down to freezing, instead of trying to cover everything up, I can just pick them up and set them in my washroom, or come and bring them in the garage. And when it warms up, I can just set them back outside. For microgreens, use water. Yeah, baby greens use nutrient water. Thank you. Explain what's best for the plant. Okay, cool. Yeah, 2 hummingbirds that let you know, right? 85 Ben sports an antique tag. Oh, cool. Ruffles. Show the one you just built so Emmy can see. Let's see. There's, when we plant them out, there's a bunch of baby greens. That's your kale. The nasturtiums we grew like this too. That's pak choi, just like this tatsoi. That's when you let it grow outside. We put it in larger containers. There's a bunch of downspouts. In all of your orders, you're going to have this. It's going to take you to my YouTube channel that has a bunch of tutorials on all of this stuff. See that milk jug, that whole wall full of that pak choi right there that we grew? We just took the plants and put them into a milk jug like this. We filled it up with nutrients and popped the plants in there. We just pulled it out just like that and transplant it. This is one we just planted. I think she was saying show the one that we just planted. There you go. That's how we get it set up. If the words are in your way, swipe the screen and the words left or right, and the words will go away. And you can kind of see this, right? So down here, the self-watering adapter keeps the water level right down there. You can kind of see it, right? And then we put it up a little higher. Now in the beginning, we went ahead and misted this so that it's damp. Here comes the winner, guys. Winner of the seeds. Who is it? Oh, Julie. I saw Julie on there. Jay Keller. Congratulations. So we go ahead and get this damp. Let the seeds germinate. You guys come back in a couple of days. You're going to see these radish seeds are already going to be throwing roots down. So that goes down looking for the water. They start to grow up. Then this layer dries out. This layer dries out, but then this keeps providing water down here. So there's a constant supply of water and nutrients for your plants. So you don't forget it, right? and then this dries out, and that cuts down on your mold and mildew as it goes on. So this just damp for the first couple of days for germination. That's how easy it is. This is just a Tupperware bottle. Y'all want to see another demo? Want to see me put another one together? You want to see me put another one together before we do the wide mouth? Anika, blessed chat. Awesome. Hey, this from Anika. Y'all say thank you, Anika. Let's see. Giveaway. Blessed chat. This for a set of adapters from Anika. Oh, we're going to do another one. I hit draw. Tammy, you won. Congratulations. Was that fast? Was that fast? You guys are lucky. Look, Tammy just won. My finger slipped. Here goes another one. This one's from Anika. All right, there we go. All kinds of fun, right? Mike ships quicker than Amazon. Yeah, I try. When I first got into it, I was doing the downspouts that you see us growing up there. And I had to make them. I had to go find downspouts. I had to drive all over, drill a hole. I had to cut them, drill them, sand them, heat and bend the ends. And it took forever. And people would always be complaining and saying, you know, what's taking so long? You know, I ordered and I was like, you know, I was like behind like 90 orders and I was getting them out like really quick. But it was like about a week. And like in 3 days, people are like, where's my order? And I was like, and they're going, Amazon shit. I'm like, I'm not Amazon. I'm not Jeff Bezos. So when we got doing this is why I could come on here and just sell for the week and just get a bunch set up and then keep pumping them out. But I only come on here sell what I got on hand. So we get all our orders ready for Etsy. We get those shipped out and then we keep printing until we have our show and we get a little stock. That's why we just did up to like 24 of these. I'll have to count. We might have a few more, but that's basically what I know. Tomorrow morning I can ship out, which this is on a weekend, so it'll go out like Monday morning. So we try to get real fast turnaround. Where can we get the downspouts now? If you email me, DM me here, I'll give you my email. We can't post links. There's somebody who still sells it on Etsy. I showed a couple other people how to do it, and they're still selling it. If you go to my YouTube channel, I've got videos on how to make it. Guys, watch this here. I'll try not to get in your way. But you see that baking dish right there? It's red with the white interior. See that bottle? That's this right here. All right. So you see me put it together, and that's this right here. It's probably going to be like the last time, maybe tomorrow, if this is still here tomorrow, then we're going to harvest this. But for that video, you know, unless we make another video, that's before, this is after. All right. That's what y'all are getting into. Now, if you just do microgreens are nutrient dense. You can just grow microgreens over and over and over again. This is basically microgreens. When people go and buy microgreens and you go up to the store, this is what they sell you, right? And you get a little handful of microgreens. Then you take that home and you sprinkle it on yours and your spouses and your kids, and you spread it between everyone. And it was something like a couple of grams. When they tell you the nutrient facts for microgreens, they're saying per 100 grams. If you look on my channel, I've got a video. I'll make another one for y'all. 100 grams is quite a bit. So the candy tray that you saw us put together, that big candy tray with the 5 different ones that were in there, that huge thing was 200 grams. So you're going to want to grow a lot of microgreens, right? And if you end up going to the store and buying them, you get them in these little tiny clamshells, and they cost a lot of money, right? And you're not getting, you know, you might as well go home and just eat half a cup of broccoli or something, because you're going to get your belly full too. That little bit of microgreens is not really going to help you. And that's what I'm really at odds with, like the microgreen growers and that, because that's what they sell. And you know, it is good food. It's food. It works. But for the benefits they're trying to push out there, that little bit, when you get a fancy dish and the chefs sprinkle a little bit on there and call it a superfood, it's like if you go and you take your multivitamin, and instead of taking a couple a day or however many you take, if you take that multivitamin and crush it up, and you take a little pinch and you take that, Basically, that's what you're doing if you're taking just a little bit of microgreens. Even they can call it what they want. But here's a giveaway, guys. Y'all getting the giveaway. That's from Anika. That's a set of adapters. Somebody just won a set of adapters in like 5 seconds because I pushed the button. So what you want to do to get the benefits from your microgreens is grow a lot of them. So if you've got the money, that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with you going up to the store. You know, but I know how to make a hamburger, and I'll still stop by fast food and pick up a hamburger just because I don't have the time, right? So you can still go out and go buy them. But if you want to grow a substantial amount and keep doing it over and over and over again, if you got deep pockets where you can keep going and buying massive amounts of microgreens and paying for it, then that's good. But if you're just buying a little tiny dish of them, a little clamshell, and sprinkling it on everything, it's not really helping that much. So if you guys want the benefits out of microgreens, you got to grow a lot. And that's why we do stuff like this. And we grow them out bigger too. So you get your microgreens, you get your baby greens, and you get your leafy greens, all from the same thing. Make sense? Jay Keller, congratulations. All right, so we did this one. That was in a Tupperware bowl. I've got some up there. And this is the one we just put together. You guys let me know if you want to see another demo. You want to see me put another one together? I'll put one together. This is the one we just put together, right? The first day, let's pretend this is tomorrow. And I came in, I looked, they look a little dry. Just spritz them a little, right? If you can still see like condensation in that, don't do anything. Set that aside. In a day or 2 or 3 days, they'll start to sprout up about like that. That's when you want to take the aluminum foil off. Okay? So can you see that? YouTube, Facebook. We planted all these on the show, guys, at different days. Here's one that was a couple days later. It'll start to get big. This is like microgreen stage. This is where we're talking about they harvest them like this and put them in a little clamshell, right? And they go superfood, right? You can need 100 grams if you're talking about this is 40 times more nutrient dense. Then yeah, maybe you don't need as much, but just having a little tiny bit is not really going to help. And you want to have a good variety too. That's another one of the misconceptions. They say 40 times more nutrients, right? Like what nutrients? Is it vitamin A, C, D, E, K, beta carotene? Is it sulforaphane? What is it? So they'll find when they've done the studies, there's one thing that was 40 times more nutrient dense, right? So they go, okay, so it's got up to 40% more, 40 times more nutrients than its mature counterpart, right? But it's not every single vitamin and mineral. It was that one thing. Now, if they found that out for like broccoli, which is the big one, that's why we grow broccoli. It might have been sulforaphane, right? Now they call broccoli a microgreen. Now when they're talking about microgreens, when you go up to a microgreen grower, they got a table full of microgreens, right? Their claim is microgreens have up to 40 times more nutrients than their mature counterparts. So they lump all the microgreens in together, even though the study that came up with that one figure was on one microgreen out of 1,500 varieties. So that's like going down the bread aisle, and you guys know this, are all the breads created equal? But if there's something like Dave's Super Bread or whatever that has all this nutrients and fiber and everything all put in there, and it says that it's got this much, can you say that all bread is created equal? So just because Dave's bread has this much protein, does that mean that they all have that much protein? Right? So that's what they're doing with microgreens. So you got to kind of dig into each one. And if you go up to a microgreen grower and they don't know the answers, then I'd go home and just grow some of my own. So that's where we're kind of at odds. I just want everybody to know the truth. I want you to grow your food. I want you to grow these. I want you to take them. You can grow them into baby greens. You can grow them into, watch, we're going to have the mature plants here. Look, that's the shade house. That dino kale, all these things were grown just like this, just from seed, and we planted them out. So it's not going to go from microgreen to baby green, it's not going to lose all of its nutrients. Even if it was 40 times more nutrient dense, when it gets to this or the full plant, it's not going to lose all of its nutrients just growing a couple more weeks, right? So you can get a little bit more. It's going to fill up your belly a little more. And then you can grow full ones out all with the same seeds. All right, I get off my soapbox. Y'all get me going. This is my second go round. Awesome. Done it a couple times. Reimagining life. Can you show us, let's see, how to get it started from the beginning? Okay, let's see, with the bottle and gravel pebbles and how to add the seed. All right, we'll do one real quick, all right? Are you paying attention? Because everybody knows this goes quick. Here, I found a black bowl. Let's do one here. Ready? That's our Coke bottle adapter. I'll do this and then I'll do another one just like that one you saw with the bigger container. We'll do that too. All right? So if everybody's paying attention, let me get a bottle. This 16-ounce bottle fits 20-ounce bottle, fits 1-liter bottles too. Just like that one up there. So a hybrid. If you get a bigger container like a baking dish, this Coke bottle one fits on that too. But obviously if you have a little cereal bowl, you're not going to need something that big, right? So if you get something like a baking dish, they fit on these too. Alright, ready? Set. Now this is what I'm talking to you. Usually if you're by yourself or you got music playing, you got your coffee going in the morning, you'll be able to do it quicker than this. That's our nutrients. Oh, somebody asked for a flash sale. We're going to have a flash sale on the nutrients. That's what I was trying to remember. What did somebody ask? Let me do this and we'll run a flash sale for the beginners, all right? Here we go. You guys probably, if you've been on YouTube or Facebook, you saw a couple of viral videos where I had like this on there and we just did like that. Like that. That's all there is. This is clay pebbles. I don't fill it to the top. I'm just getting it up higher than that initial water level. This is just water. My tot soy. These are portioned out for the 5-inch cereal bowls. A little more water. And a little foil. You guys saw me ripping a hole in the middle, right? You just take it, I just kind of do like that right in the center. Flip it the other way. Then that makes a little kind of plus. Goes right over it. You can do it however you want. How easy was that? Was that Emmy? That's it. Now you just come back, like I said, a day or two, peek in there. If it looks dry, spritz a little. If you see moisture, just leave it alone. 3 or 4 days when the sprouts or start pushing on the foil or they're starting to peek out here a little bit, pull this top off and just leave it. Let it go. All right? Was that cool? Does anybody want to see the bigger container? What about lighting? Nice and easy. Great, thank you. No problem. Yes, all right, let's do this. All right. This just Tupperware. Lighting, if you just want microgreens, sunlight, fluorescent lights are good enough. If you want to grow them out like this, you want to have them outdoor in the shade somewhere, or get some grow lights. I started out with this LED shop lights. You start out with that, work your way up. All right, same concept. Here's our adapter. This you can do it with regular mouth mason jar, but if you're using that to drink your tea, you've got one of these in your recycling bin, you can do with that. Or you use something like this. That's going to take up more space. You might want to get a bigger one of these. We could even plan out, look, we've got a bigger Tupperware. You need to do even more. Depends on how much you want. Somebody was on here earlier saying that it's just them, right? So if you're just growing for you, you don't need all that much. Hey, here we go again. Don't blink. I'll do this one. I won't run my mouth. Or I'll try not to. So everybody, when I'm doing this, if you want to start a garden, but you haven't started one, let me know what's holding you back. Is it space? You don't have a yard? Is it time? Is it money? Is it expensive? There's all kinds of reasons, right? Now when I'm by myself, I like to just set up like about 6 or 8 of these at one time, and I'll just do a bunch of them at once. Giveaway. Who wants another giveaway? Double tap. Double tap the screen. We'll save that one for later. Spritz. Foil. Now is that easier than growing a garden? And if you can come in and take some of them out like that and plant them, watch this up here. You grow out your plants just like that. Every one of those was done just like this, transplanted into your bigger container. That's on my YouTube channel. How easy is that? Say easy. I moved to dry climate. Cool deal. Let's see. So y'all talking amongst each other. Oh, giveaway. Who won the last adapter giveaway? Here's some more seeds. Who wants some more seeds? Somebody did a blessed chat. Mike, Anika did another bless. You did another one, Anika? I'm sorry. Alright, y'all say thank you to Anika. There's some seeds. I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute to get into that one, guys. 1 minute. There's 40 people in there already. I'll pull it in 1 minute. Look, that's easy. This is gardening. And I've been doing this. See, I've been trying to grow a garden. I suck at gardening. And it's okay. Some people are like awesome at it. They love getting their hands dirty. They love playing out there. You know, I like it. I just can't do it. I've been trying to do it. My yard is just shaded. I can't plant in the ground. If I plant this and I have it outside and it's not doing good, it's not getting enough sun, I can move it. I've moved things like 1 foot out there, just a little bit over, so it got a little more sun and it done like exceptionally better. So I'm having to work with what I got, and I can't just plant in the ground, right? All right, that's 1 minute. I told y'all you have 1 minute. There's 50 people in there. There we go. Ready? Shigra, congratulations, you won seeds. And it's from Anika. Somebody said Anika had another one. She's awesome. She's awesome. Here we go. All right, that's for another pair of adapters, courtesy of Anika. Thank you very much. Let's see. If you let the seeds grow longer, will they develop into full-size plants? That's what we were showing up there. Watch when I get done planting that one. I've got it in between each one of these clips. You'll see full-size plants on there. Let's see. Do you transplant into water and nutrients or soil? I transplanted into water and nutrients. We did this on the show. I was just showing them. I just put it in like some of this jar, and we put nutrients in there, And then we pull the plant out. I just cut a little slit. This is just a sandwich bag on the top, a biodegradable one. You can use whatever you want. I tied it on with twine. I think I got this one on with a rubber band. Cut a little slot, and I just put the plant in there. And then you just let it go. It's kind of like this. When we were talking last week, I yanked out the cilantro, just like this bok choy. I yanked it out. I yanked out a cilantro to show somebody. And I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just put some of the clay pebbles down in here, fill it up with nutrients, and just jab the roots down into there. And you let this go, and it's going to grow into a whole plant of cilantro. Then you can make your own salsa or Thai dishes, right? It's awesome. Let's see. Aren't there some microgreens that aren't modified to not grow into full plants? It's not that they're modified. It's when they grow plants. It's like if you grow a bunch of different varieties and of something. Some do better than others. So that's what we've done with all the fruits and vegetables that we get right now, is that a banana is not what a banana used to be, right? Go look what a banana used to be, right? A banana used to have seeds. Watermelons aren't the same. Tomatoes aren't the same. Everything, what they do is they keep crossbreeding them, finding a good one, and then they keep those, right? With the microgreens, what happens is, technically, the microgreen is just to grow to this stage. So if they get a plant and it just like germinates and it grows to this, and it's a big full plant like this, but then if it keeps growing, it doesn't really do good. It doesn't sell as a good plant, but that breed, that variety did good the first 10 days before it started petering out. They can sell that as a microgreen. Does awesome to do this, but it might not grow out into a full one. So they're not doing it on purpose. It's just they're finding the characteristic is that this one germinated good and it had a real good start. It didn't finish good, so that makes a good microgreen. Some of them, like the basil, start out slow, right? Take a while, but then they grow into big, beautiful plants. So they'll take that and sell that as a plant. But I don't think there's a whole lot of evil things out there like going on where they're breeding them just specifically for that. So some of them might not grow into full-size plants. You just have to mess around with them, play. And then like if I find this and I use it from True Leaf Market, I buy my seeds from them. I get it from there again, and I just keep reusing the same distributor. So what are you growing are authentically organic? No, you can't say it's organic. If you grow yourself, you know you're not putting anything on it, but basically the nutrients, they can't call that organic. So what you're growing is not like technically organic. You can't get a label on it that says organic. Me, what I like is you're basically giving the plants all it needs. That's the plant's vitamins, right? So people think this is where the misconception comes in with soil. They think they're putting stuff into the soil and the plants are drinking it up like through a straw, and then you're eating the minerals in that the plant sucked up. And you're not. What the plants are taking out of the soil, there's a whole food web going on down there, and it's all these microbes and earthworms and everything that's breaking down sand, soil into the compounds that the plants need. And then with humic acid and different things like that, the plants entice those microbes to go out and get what it needs and bring it back, because the plant can't travel around, right? So those microbes are going out getting the stuff that the plants need and coming back, and the plants give them humic acid and the things that they want, and they take what they need. So that's what's going on. So all of this food web is going on is just to get like NPK to the vitamins, to get those to the plant so the plant can get strong, and then through vitamins and the stuff that it takes up and sunlight and through photosynthesis, it makes what we need. So you're not eating what the plant's sucking out of the ground, the plant's making what you need. So that's where the difference comes in. Here goes seeds, guys. Who's the winner? Latane, congratulations, you won another one. All right, guys, more seeds. Let me see the hearts. Yes, yes, more seeds. All right, another chance, more seeds. So basically what we're doing in hydroponics is we give the plant what it needs, its vitamins. It's readily available. It doesn't have to negotiate with microbes and earthworms to go out and get what it needs and break down all of this stuff over thousands of years. so that it gets its nutrients. Hydroponics takes what the plants need and puts it in the water. So now this plant's not stressed out that it doesn't have this amount of that or that amount. You're having to constantly like try to get everything right. Everything it needs is right there. So it takes that up. The one thing we like about growing our own like this is you grow it quickly. There's no pesticide. You don't have to worry about pesticide. You don't have to worry about if you're going to be eating that raw in a salad. You don't have to worry about 42 people touch that before you came by to even look at it, right? If you sit in the produce department like for 30 minutes one day, because sometimes we go in with our blinders, we get what we need and we leave, right? Just go sit and watch how many people come through and all the greens that are just sitting there. Some of them we get packed up, right? Some of them are just sitting up on the shelf and people are like digging through them, smelling it, putting them back. When you do it at your house, you don't have to worry about that. So this just takes away one of those levels of anxiety for me. It's insane. He needs to write a book. I'm sorry, am I like running my mouth again? Jerry, soil filled with nutrients because I had compost. Yeah, the compost works. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to grow a garden, if you love doing that, we got a compost pile. We've got some stuff growing in the garden. If you love doing that, do that. That's awesome. Everyone should be doing that. And everyone should be sharing with each other. I can't do it. I've tried. So I'll grow a little here and there, but having like a full, huge garden like some of these people do, I can't do it. I tried. And I just hate that other people who want to do it, they don't have like time, energy, money, right? It takes a lot to grow a big garden. With this, you're just going and growing microgreens really easy over and over. You're taking some of them, you just pull them out. You have music playing, you got a cup of coffee, you're sitting outside, you're taking some of those and planting them into your jar, you put your nutrients in. It's that easy, and you're growing plants. So I don't have this thing where I'm like romantic about the garden and being all cathartic about everything. I just want to grow my own food and not worry about who's been handling it, what's been on it. There's no pesticides. I don't worry about if there's pesticides, if something says organic or not. Do you have to move them when it rains? Yeah, you don't want these sitting out in the open. If it's not going to rain for a week, you can put them out. I have mine in the shade. These are plastic bottles. I'm not too crazy about like setting that right in the direct sun. I don't want it to go over 100 degrees. If this gets real warm, your plants are going to die anyway. So you don't want this to heat up. I leave mine in the shade. That's why I have the shade house where it still gets some sunlight coming in, but basically it's in the shade and it breaks up the rain. So I've got one layer of plastic and I've got shade cloth over it. Let's see, you don't have to feed the nation, Mike. I just appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Thank you, Terry. Doing that now. Cool. How do you grow peas on a clay balls? Peas I don't. Peas I grow on this. Peas, mung beans, when I grow bean sprouts. Corn shoots. Y'all try corn shoots. Go get some popcorn. Just popcorn from the store. Giveaway. You got 1 minute, guys. And this is what I do with the peas. Right? And I'll have a video on this too. If you guys go on my channel, we grow pea shoots. I had some growing, but these are not doing well. I'm going to drip water everywhere. I did have a pest. I had a caterpillar, but I don't know if you can see black stuff in the bottom of that. So we're going to replant this. It started out, see all the roots? This is how we grow it. That's how I knew I had a caterpillar. This is indoors. It must have been a big moth came in. But somewhere up here, because see how bushy it is? One big one got in there. Must have hatched when he was small. But I went to go check the peas. And because you're growing it like this, you're not checking it like every day, right? You're not out here several times a day. I came in, there's poop all around it. It's just like outdoors. And I was like, something's eating something up here, munching on my plants. And that was that. But this is what you do. You take your peas and take them out of the bag and put them in there and just soak it overnight. Next day, come in, dump it into here, let the water fall out, set it up. You can use this. I don't really use that. Giveaway. Is that Michael? Congratulations. I leave mine, I cover mine with foil. You can use this if you want. I block mine out with foil, take it off, and then spray it a couple times a day. When the roots start coming out the bottom like that, like you saw the roots were about 1/2 inch, I fill this up with water just to touch the bottom of the roots. When they know where the water's at, they'll shoot down there like really, like in a day, it'll be down in there. And then you just keep this filled up. Don't wet the top anymore, because that's where you're going to get your mold and your mildew issues. So once those roots start coming out of the bottom, let this dry out just like we do with our self-watering adapter, and just keep this bottom filled up, and you'll grow peas like that big. Within a week, they'll be that big and you can harvest them. Pea shoots. That's what I use. Okay, guys, we're going to do some of these real quick. I keep forgetting. This is clay pebbles. Somebody asked, I don't know if anybody's still around, flash sales, clay pebbles. Let me check what I got in here. I try not to do the clay pebbles. If you guys really want it, I'll do a couple, but I like run out like really fast, and it's not the quickest thing to get back in here. I can get nutrients in pretty quick. Let me see what I got. Okay, I have to add it in. So you guys give me 1 second. Here, I'll give you a giveaway. Is that fair? Say yes. Yes. Okay, that's fair. All right, here, we'll do a giveaway. So I've got to go and add it into the shop. Let me get, this will take me just a second. YouTube and Facebook, we're over on Whatnot. Come join us over there. I drop a link again. And I come chat. I'm not looking at the comments over on YouTube and Facebook. I can't keep up with both of them. So I'm just over here live streaming so you guys can kind of watch. Jump over here. You get a $15 credit for jumping over. And right now somebody wants a flash sale. So what we're going to do, guys, don't buy this yet. I'm going to put this in the shop. You're going to see this pop up in the shop. It's going to be $6. Okay. We're going to do a flash sale that's half price. But you have to wait until I push the button. And you see down below here, it'll say flash sale. I had a lot of people, as soon as they saw it jump in the shop, they all started buying it. And then they started going, you know, I didn't get mine for half price. That's because you have to wait. Wait till I say go. Okay? And I don't do this all the time, so that's why I don't have it ready. This just to help you guys out. You know, whoever wants to get started and don't want to go get a whole bag of nutrients and stuff. So, let's see. Nutrients. I'll put the clay pebbles over there. And like I said, don't grab the clay pebbles yet. That's what it was. Somebody went and bought a bunch of clay pebbles. And it's not the flash sale until I say go. Okay? And if people want this like all the time, I'll go ahead and start adding it to the show. But like I said, I don't do this all the time. It's just whoever needs the help will go ahead and do it. So everybody still hold on, hold fast. Okay, don't do the clay pebbles yet. We're going to do the nutrients because the clay pebbles are in there. So if you buy them now, it's at full price. All right, I've got 24 of each. See, I need some for like when I get sales over the weekend for Etsy because I want that to go out fast too. All right, there it goes. Half off, there's 24. And it's 2 minutes. I think I put a limit of two because somebody was jumping on. And it's okay, they can do it, but they were like buying like 5 or 10 at a time. And at that point, you might as well just go on Amazon and get a big bag. All right, when y'all are doing that, I'm going to count these. And let me see how many clay pebbles I got. If I can do 24. All right, we don't have as many of these as we did at the other one. So, 1 minute left, 5 minutes left. Okay, can babies eat microgreens when they start real food? in a puree. Yeah, that's up to you. To me, I don't see why there's anything wrong with it. Just be careful with it. Like I said, just like sprouts. If you do sprouts in a jar, you know, you get one of these lids with the screen on it. This one's a wide mouth. This one actually fits a wide mouth. So when you do that, if you're not careful, some people use H2 hydrogen peroxide and stuff. If you're not careful, if there's any little bit of bacteria, when you fill it up with water, it can get on all of them. And then it's a damp environment. So it's like there's food, there's nutrients, there's light, there's moisture. It's everything bacteria needs to grow. So, you know, you got to be careful. You know, I wouldn't like feed that to babies. Microgreens, when they grow, as long as you're careful with everything, the water that's sitting is all down here. You guys saw that, right? And that's why in this layer up here, you want that to dry out. So up here, you know, this is where everything is growing. So that should be fine. If you're like pulling them out of here and cutting them, you know, then you're dripping water, right? So some people put it out and then cut it. And some people ask me, can you eat the roots in that? This has been sitting in water that's been down here for a week. I wouldn't really do that, right? So some people are asking about that. So I don't pull it out because you're taking this water and dripping it. So if you're taking this and just trimming it and leave all this down here and then go clean this out, then that should be fine. But guys, you saw when we were talking, I just yanked some out. Look at the roots, no dirt on it. That's what you transplant. Who won? LeClaire, how are you doing? You want some seeds? When you do plants in soil, would you yank out your plant that small and transplant it? People will be having a heart attack, right? You don't really transplant them. See how easy it is to do that? You take a pool noodle or a cloning collar and take that and set it inside of a jar with some nutrients. And then you're going to get plants like that back there growing. All right? Just play with that. So if you've got like, look, there's literally thousands of little plants right here. So if you're going to grow microgreens anyway, you can mess around with a couple, right? Find your containers, find your milk jugs, find your mason jars, find bottles, find milk cartons, anything, right? And get some nutrients, put them in there, and see what works for you. Move them around your yard. You know, you're going to have to, you know, experiment a little bit, but just have fun with it. All right. Nutrients are over, right? Let me see. All right. Somebody want clay pebbles? All right. If anybody wants clay pebbles, it's going to be back like that. All right. 2 minutes. And then we'll get on to Jerry. Happy leaves. All right, those went fast. All right, guys. Now we're going to go on to, as soon as that's done, that's not going to be the whole 2 minutes. This is the same as the other adapter we have with the Gatorade in the middle. This one fits the wide mouth. It's the one you drink sweet tea out of, right? So if you want to drink sweet tea and then you want to use your Gatorade one instead, you have to get some more Gatorade bottles. This is not on YouTube and Facebook. You can't get this anywhere except on Whatnot. So Whatnot, this is the only place to get this one. And this is the one that fits the big juice bottle. So if you want to get a big baking dish, you can use the big juice bottles. All right. We're going to do this. Y'all want to do it just like we did the other one? Instead of a couple packs of seeds, we'll do a whole 8-pack of seeds with it. This is $9 in the shop. So this is $9, $19.99. And we'll do it all together. Some people are getting this. It was between $10 and $20. You're getting like a $30 value. You want to do like that? Clay pebble sold out. Couldn't bid. Okay. Yeah, sorry. That's, like I said, that's all I have. If I order a bunch more, I can. I have a small place, and I've got to have enough for my orders that I pack, so I can't have like huge boxes of them sitting around everywhere. I'll get some more in. So if anybody just wants to get them on here, it's I'm not making a whole lot because Whatnot takes their cut, and the thing's kind of expensive. So, but if y'all need it, I'll go ahead and order more. Whatever I can fit in the shop, I'll order some more. Let's say you have a long neck adapters. Yeah, I'll just have to count those two because that's what those are on Etsy. So I got to check my orders for Etsy. It takes me like 2 minutes to check and I have enough for that. But these I don't sell on Etsy. I was only able to print up, I think we only had 10 or 12 of these, whereas the other one we had 2 dozen. So we don't have as many of these, and then we'll be out for the night till we can get some more printed up. And then give me a second, I'll go count how many of the long neck adapters, if you guys are wondering, she's talking about this one, the refillable one. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, when I get some more, I'll get some more in. We're planning on moving like within a year, and we're gonna get a bigger place. This is actually a garage that we're in, and it's a 1-car garage. I can almost touch like both walls. So it's not a huge spot. And we got like a tiny house, you know, so I have nowhere inside to work. Guys, there's no giveaway going. Y'all want more seeds? Who wants more seeds? Oh, I see little hearts going. I see the hearts going. All right, there's another chance for seeds. Right there. Getting the giveaway. Alright guys. Let me write this down. 24, 25. This is the Y. $25, $36, $12. Alright, same thing as before. 5 seconds. Wide mouth. Ready. Adapters. We'll do an adapter giveaway next. Is that good? Alright, fingers ready. I gotta reset this. 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pickup. $11. Who's that? I forgot you said that's your initials, right? Good pickup. That's $9.99 right now. That's $9 in the shop right now. Ready? Get your fingers ready, set, and go. 3, 2, 1. Good pickup. 21. Melissa, I'll do. Were you the one who went over 20 on the last one too? If it goes over 20, I'll throw you in an extra adapter like that, Coke bottle adapter with it. Alright? Ready? Get your fingers ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My Lindia, congratulations. Are you new? If you're new, welcome in. Heck of a steal. That was a heck of a steal. Here we go, another one. I'm going to be packing a lot of seeds tomorrow. Miss J, congratulations. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seeds in an adapter. Narob, congratulations. If I live close, I'd offer to help. Oh, that's so nice. You're awesome. Our community is just awesome, filled with awesome people. Thank you. No problem. Thank you. I want to see what you're growing too. There you go. 5, 4. I snuck it in on you. 2, 1. RL Jess, congratulations. I'm in North Florida, up around Jax, in between the Okeechobee and the Okefenokee. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whole pack of seeds in an adapter. Deborah Jean, congratulations. Ready, set, 5 seconds, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maria, congratulations. Maria's been here like almost all night. Haven't you been here all night? No, thank you. And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got you another one. Is the shipping going down? Are you on the free shipping? Yes, awesome show. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rob, got another one. All right, just a couple more, guys. Let me check the count. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheryl, got you another one. Congratulations. $12. Good pickup. Ready, go. Ooh, last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 36. Rob, get you another one. Awesome. All right, somebody asked for refillable. Let me count, all right? Give me 1 second. Here's the giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drum roll. Y'all doing a drum roll out there? Or the hearts? Deborah Jean, you got your seeds. I'm going to go count the refillable. Wait a minute, let me check my count here. Everybody, 1 second. Like I said, I like to have enough for my orders that are coming in, like on Etsy. All right, now let me go count. I'm going to go count. I'm going to do another giveaway if that's okay with y'all. Is that okay with y'all? I purchased a few things from your shop and won a few. Awesome, cool. Will you combine everything? I think everything in the show is going to be in one, and then everything that's in the shop might be in another one. And we'll see if I can fit all in one box. I'll try to combine. Sometimes it lets me combine everything. I'll give it a shot and we'll see. But if it already charged you for the shipping for the shop and shipping for this, if you already paid for it, then I might as well, if I combine them in that, then you're out that shipping. I might as well just send it in the 2 boxes. Awesome. Just want to save some work. Oh, cool. That's awesome. See, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Give me 1 second. Let me go count. All right. This is what we got for the refillable. Now these are in the shop, 2 for $15. I think there's some left in there. You can just go in there and get 2 for $15, right? But like so, oh, thank you too, Hummingbird. You're awesome too. I love y'all. Super helpful, knowledgeable. Thank you very much. You guys, everybody, it takes a village, right? It's all of us. So this is in a shop, 2 for $15. But then what we're going to do is so you can get started. We'll do this, the whole pack of seeds. How many seeds am I going to have to pack up tomorrow morning? We're going to be packing a lot of seeds. You get a whole pack of seeds, right? There's 8 packs of microgreen seeds in there, and an adapter just like we've been doing the other ones. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7 of these. All right, fingers ready? Hold on. What happened to the giveaway? All right, there's more seeds. Y'all jump in the giveaway. And when they're distracted on the giveaway, here. Oh, it won't start. It knew what I was doing. It won't let me start. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When everybody's getting in the giveaway. Deborah Jean, got one. If it goes over 20, any order over 20, I throw in an extra adapter for you, okay? Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for the refillable. It works with the... I know some of y'all got those bottles in your recycling bin, right? This was root beer. The green ones, that was ginger beer. Who likes ginger beer? Say me. Me. Drinking some now. Isn't it awesome? You drink the regular one or the extra spicy? I love that stuff. Goya. Never heard of it. It's ginger beer. It's just like it's got real strong ginger flavor inside, and it's carbonated. It's awesome. Extra spicy. You get extra spicy. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the ginger beer. Good pickup, Shirley Max. Jamaica style, spicy. Yeah, if you haven't heard of that, y'all give it a try. It's not like ginger ale. It's got a real spicy ginger flavor. And who's had, it's kind of like that. I think it's kombucha. It's ginger kombucha or something. And they've also got a vinegar. Is it the vinegar with, I think it's ginger flavored vinegar. It's a drink and it's like really spicy. Drink it for the bottle. There you go. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pickup. 13 bucks, my Lindia. Hold on one second. I said 7. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. All right. I don't want to go over. Ready? Fingers ready? Go. Got my package. Excited to start. Awesome. Treasures. Thank you. Ruffles. Congratulations. There's a bell for you, Ruffles. Welcome to Whatnot. Got my package. This is my first time. I've been watching his YouTube. Thank you. So you made your way over from YouTube. I'm so happy. Thank you very much. Ready, set, go. Isn't this a lot of fun over here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $11. Good pickup, Cheryl. Awesome pickup. One more. I think that's the last one. Let me check my count. Ready, set, go. 43, 37. Yep. Ruffles, got another one. $12. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Awesome. Another steal. Let's see, a sale or a giveaway winner. Let's see. 1 minute on the giveaway, guys. 1 minute on the giveaway. Let me move this. Now, if I get all the seeds packed up by tomorrow, we'll have more of the kits. If you guys are interested and you want the nutrients, the clay pebbles, seeds, adapters, everything all in one kit, we'll have more of those tomorrow. 30 seconds on the giveaway. Oh, the little Coke bottle adapters. I've got a couple of those. If anybody, let me know if anybody's interested. We can do, what time tomorrow? 8:30, same time tomorrow. I'm going to start streaming during the day some, but I haven't locked that down yet because we've been busy. We're running the printers and I can't like stream when those are going because they're all, yeah, right? Bookmark his shows. Yeah, if you just go like up to that way, I think. Here's the winner. Maggie, congratulations. You won some seeds. How many printers do you have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4, 5, and I got 3 more that just came in that I'm unboxing. So we got a lot. It's like a little 3D, a mini 3D print farm. Anyhow, these don't take as long, obviously, to print. These take like an hour and a half. So we can print these faster, so we can do these like in a set of 3. So if you just want to do like these cereal bowls, this also fits the 1 liter bottles. Okay, so if you want to do that, you can put that into the bigger dishes too with these, and you can get 3 of them. So let me check my orders. This is what goes really fast on Etsy. I think I can do 6 of these if I do like sets of them. So if I do 3, I can do like that with this, and I think I can do 6 sets of that if y'all want. This was 37 to 43. 44 will take us to 50. This is a Coke bottle. Yeah, so if we do 6, that'd be 44. That'd take us right to 50. All right, guys. Ready? Fingers ready? Which 3D printer do you like best? Right now, I'll tell you in 1 second. Let me run a couple of these. I'm using the Flash Forge. I'll talk about 3D printers in just a minute. Ready? Get your fingers ready. Set. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3. And a pack of seeds. Congratulations, Shirley Max. So I've got Shirley Max and Shirley Ann, right? Or Cheryl, right? I'm getting all my names mixed up. Ready? Fingers ready? Set. Number 2. Ready? 3 adapters. Whole pack of seeds. 8 seeds. Ready? Go. I forgot the bell on the last one. There's another one. Mylindia. Congratulations. It's going to bundle up with your other stuff. Ready, set, go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Kimberly. Congratulations. Are you new? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mylindia, you got another one. Yes. Well, welcome in. Thank you very much. Y'all welcome in. Oh, Kimberly. Here goes another one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jerry. You got number 48. Welcome in. Here we go. 49. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Goes by fast. $10. Good pickup ruffles. You got 3 in addition to your other stuff and a bunch more seeds. Last one, guys. Fingers ready? Last one of these, go. Congratulations, Shirley Max, and you'll get an extra one. I'll print you up one more tomorrow. I'll stick an extra one. Any one of these that y'all have bought that went over $20, I stick an extra adapter in there for you. All right. That's cool. It's always great to get in here and like sell out. And then we just get up. Shirley Max, thanks. No, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. This is, like I said, this is helping us like through like really tough times and all that. And I know we're helping you guys grow food and that. You guys are helping us too. It takes a village, right? Gibby. Somebody said Gibby. Seeds or an adapter? We can do one adapter or we can do seeds. You're the best. No, you guys are the best. Adapter, seeds. How about this? let's see. Let me check my giveaways. I don't want to get it mixed up. We haven't done an adapter yet. Here we go, guys. We're going to do this. This one, all right. These, for one reason or another, my son, he does like quality checks when we're printing them up. And if there's like a blemish or something, sometimes the machine will, you know, spit something out and it'll just do like something negligible. You can't even tell, right? But for some reason, I'll take these and put them to the side. Right? They still fit. This is the adapter that fits the Coke bottle. Right? So if it doesn't like meet his standard, he put a couple to the side. We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This giveaway. All right. A whole pack of seeds. 8 seeds. Seeds and an adapter. Is that good? Or would y'all rather us break it up? You want to do this to wrap the night up? One time? Yes? All right, then get in the giveaway. Thank you for all the hearts. Y'all double tap, double tap. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That one's going to be 4 hybrids. This right now, even if it's this $19.99 on Etsy, we got, even if it's buy one get one free. That's 20. That's 20. That's 40. That's 50. Right? That's a giveaway. We got enough room to tuck some seeds in there. That's because y'all are awesome. And this, you guys help me out. You guys help each other out. Lots of you are on our Facebook group. You're in there helping each other out over there, answering questions. I've seen you guys through the night answering each other's questions. You guys are awesome. If I can do more like this, I'll do more like that for y'all. Tap for the hearts. Thank you, Miss J. Thank you very much. That helps us. Y'all notice there's like about 60 people in here. It keeps people coming in when y'all do that. So there's a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? It's giveaway time. Right? Nice giveaway. Hey, Sam, how are you doing? I see you sneak in here. Tammy, love your channel. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm going to hit. We'll give everybody a chance to get in there. There's 50 people in there. And I'm going to see if anybody else is on. It's kind of late. There might not be anybody else. We'll raid somewhere. If y'all feel like hanging out, you can hang out. If not, but that's just something, you know, all the channels do. When they're done with their stream, we jump over to another stream. We'll see who's on. And if not, excuse me, we'll just meet up tomorrow night. I will have some of the sets ready to go, the kits. We only had like 2 tonight. No, we have 3. We'll have more of it, and then we're going to get more printed up tomorrow. Tell your son we love happy accidents, and feel free to make more blemishes. Corey, he just snuck in back there to check the stuff out, so I'm sneaking in. I did a giveaway with you know, the blemishes when you put it to the side. Where at the end of the night, I put all 4 of them instead of like giving one away for a giveaway. I got 4 of them in, so they said thank you for doing Q&A, and feel free to put a bunch to the side for them if they don't meet your standard.
Probably gonna get one more.
How is Keely doing in my prayers? Thank you, Tari. Yeah, today, whenever we come on Friday, she gets treatment on Tuesday. It usually takes a couple days. This is when it like hits her hard. It started yesterday. So she's under the weather for like a couple of days. Just about the time she gets feeling better, we go back in. But she's got either 3 or 4 more rounds if she makes it that long. So they get her checked out. We got to actually go see a cardiologist on Monday. And she's having little heart palpitations. We're gonna have to get that checked out. But she's tough. She's hanging in there. It's been kind of rough. So thank you for asking. Does he do microgreens too? Yeah, he helps us plant these. And then you guys saw like all that stuff that was growing outside. They help me out there too, and we plant them out. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. In my prayers. Thank you very much. I'll tell her too. Give her all love. I sure will. And Miss J sent us like that awesome Christmas card and that too. Thank you very much. All right, 1 minute in the giveaway. Guys, I love y'all. We're going to go ahead and draw the giveaway. I'm going to see if you guys want to go raid, I'll go check if anybody's there. We'll raid. If not, you guys follow. I think it's that way, right? Click on there and click on our shows and bookmark our other shows and that so you get notified when we go on. All right, here's the giveaway. Somebody won 4 and some seeds. Right, $50. Arlindia, congratulations. That's awesome. You purchased a lot of stuff tonight. I'm glad you won that. You get more. You're going to be able to grow a bunch of microgreens. Thank you, everybody, for all the well wishes and everything. Let me see who's on. Y'all say goodnight to each other and everything. And if we're over there at the other streams, that'd be fun. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Dawn's morning. Let's see if we can find somebody that just has a couple of people. And I don't really recognize anybody that's on. It's kind of late. All right, we're just going to do random. Usumo cell. I like that one. All right, we're going random. We'll catch y'all later. Let's go see what else is going on in Whatnot Land.
Cross with a black velvet, and I'm going to do this one for $35 tonight. I believe this is the only one I have. Welcome in, everyone. She's got a new leaf coming. She's really pretty. So this is an Anthurium Michelle with a black velvet cross for $35. That is a crazy deal. You and your dollar, Stephanie. Look where it got me last time. Maybe at the end of the night. She's a pretty one. Oh, Miranda. Congratulations. That is a really pretty Anthurium.
All right, guys, we just raided another stream. Minus the $15 I lost on Whatnot. How much for the Cook bottle adapters? Lisa, if you're still in here, all you have to do is just DM me. We'll figure it out. I had to drop what's up. WhatsApp. How much? All right, just DM me. Kimberly, nice to meet you. Cool setup. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow night. and we have lots of giveaways over there. So y'all join me on Whatnot.